Hi again and welcome back to slap bass lessons for beginners intermediate. This bass line I just played uses some of the elements we have covered in the previous videos, such as hammer-ons, muted slap and muted plucks, and also a new element, the octave. Octave is an interval. You know the intervals. If we have, for instance, an A, we have a third, major third, a fifth, sixth, the seventh, and the eighth note is actually in a scale, the octave. So it's the same again. Okay, but I'll try to play the bass line again very slow, and it starts on 1 of a bar. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and that's the first part. So it's a thumb, boom, ga, boom. It's an 8th note followed by 2 16th notes. So I'm hitting the thumb on the low E string, and then I'm actually hitting the thumb again, but in a muted way. I'm muting it with my left hand here, and right after the muted thumb, I pluck the octave E, 7th fret on the A string. Gum, go back. And you actually put a little bit of emphasis on that. That comes a 16th note before the downbeat. Do go do gak, gum go dak, dum go gat, gum go dak, gum go dak. So, and after that, then you just drop your thumb on the next downbeat. That means 1, 2, 1 and 2. So it's, as we have been covered previously, I always, when I play these thumb stars, I always have this kind of 8th note going in my right hand, almost no matter what I'm playing here. So it's the same principle. Okay, next part. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And after I have the 2 and then I play a 2 and with my thumb too, so it's 3 and 4 and. Okay, once again. So 1, 2, and 3 and 4. On the 3 we have the first octave, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. When you play octaves, practice octaves. You can practice just going up, down the neck. This instance I'm thumping the low note and plucking the high note. As I've said earlier, when plucking on the G string, I tend to use my 3rd finger, and when plucking on the D string, I tend to use my 2nd finger. But you can do whatever you want to. I'll play the line up to now. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you play the octaves, you can also sometimes play a hammer-on from the low, from the E string. Instead of just saying, you say hammer on the G. So it sounds like this. But you can also in the start just play. Okay, first part, 3 and 4 and. So the second part is has some of the same elements. I'll play the second part here. So it's actually easy because it's just the first part, 2 and 3 and remember this kind of offbeat feeling from one of the first videos. See, here I mute the downbeat and play the offbeats with my thumb. So both parts, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and so far so good. And then we have a hammer on from A to B and from B to E. So, and that is up to the last half of the bass line. And I'll play from vorne ab, as they say in German, from the start, 3 and 4 and. So we have a hammer on the 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and then we are repeating the same pattern again. So, the next part, play it like this, now I'll play the whole thing, and up to the next part, 3 and 4 and. Next half I'm just playing the octaves again in the reverse order. Instead of saying G, A, I'm saying A, and a good thing when playing octaves is also slide up to the note. So, I'll play it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You can hear in the last part, we have the G, A first, and then we have the A, G next time, and then it starts over again with G, A, and then we come to the last A, G, then it just say, and then it continues down the neck, G, F sharp, F, E, and after the octave E, you play the hammer on again. Then you start from the top. I'll just play the whole thing again and try to recognize the different patterns, the similarity of the patterns and the variations. I just reverse the octaves.